Bucko's Bounties. Yo, Bucko, it's Zero, coming back to you with another figure review. Today we have the Star Wars Black Series, The Clone Wars, Anakin Skywalker. Hell yeah. Again, huge shout out to Nurk IRL for picking this one up for me. Go check him out. He managed to find all of them except for Obi, but I have Obi coming in the mail, so he's going to be here any day now. You'll see that in a couple of days. Anyway, this Anakin's looking awesome. I was always interested to see how they were going to do this style Anakin if they ever did him, which, seeing all the Clone Wars figures this year, of course they were going to do the Clone Wars Anakin, and I'm not disappointed. I actually really like how this turned out. The biggest thing, which I don't really have a problem with it personally, but his head mold is a weird mix between the animated series style and like episode 1 and 2, or episode 2 and 3 Anakin. It's a weird mold, like mix of all three of his faces, and it kinda doesn't really work too well. It really doesn't look like either the animated or Hayden Christensen at all, but it's okay because at least it's different. They didn't just slap the Revenge of the Sith Anakin head on him. But anyways, enough yabbering. We'll take a closer look at that later. Let's go ahead and dive straight into this box. So again, you got your Star Wars The Clone Wars, got 50th anniversary Lucasfilm, Anakin Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker. You got your Clone Wars picture, very nostalgic. You got your Anakin Skywalker with your Jedi logo. You got commemorate first 50 years, 50th anniversary Lucasfilm. Then again, you got the blue stripe variant of this. Alright, and that seems to be about it, so let's get Sky Guy out of the packaging. Anyways, here's Sky Guy out of the packaging. He is looking interesting. I really like his armor and his body mold, but the face, it's a hit and miss depending on what angle you're at. From the angle I'm sitting, he actually, like, it's kind of like this angle. He looks really freaking good, but the angle like you guys are looking at the camera, if you look straight on at him, he kind of looks weird. I don't know, but yeah, from the side he looks really freaking good. So I don't know, it's really iffy. Maybe, yeah, I wish they would have just picked just the Hayden Christensen freaking head mold and just rolled with that, changed his hair a little bit, but whatever, what can you do? Anyways, let's go ahead and dive straight into his one accessory. And of course, his one and only accessory is his trusty old lightsaber. The paint job on this one isn't the best this time around, so that sucks. But it's not too big of a deal. It's always going to be in his hand or something, so it's really not the biggest deal. But it is a little disappointing that because like the black lines are off, the gold is a little off, but whatever. Just wish it has had a little cleaner paint, but honestly, that's something you're not really going to notice if he's displayed on a shelf unless you're really up close. So, and again, he has the thicker lightsaber, so go ahead and pull that peg out. He has a thicker lightsaber there. Alright, boom. Oh, I should also mention that that lightsaber does have the little notch there, so boom, there you go. And then this lightsaber is something I'm not used to with the Anakin Luke lightsabers. It has a peg here. You can go ahead and peg that right in to his belt. This seems to be the same belt that he always has. So that kind of carries throughout the figures. Damn. And this doesn't seem to want to plug in at all. And here it is plugged in. I had to kind of shove it in there, but I feel like this could pop out literally any second. It's not really in there too well. Okay, never mind. It kind of... Okay. I really thought that was going to pop out, but... Yeah, it was a very tight fit. Okay, yeah. It's going to fall out, so just kind of wish they did the peg better or something, but whatever. Not a big deal. Anyways, dive straight into this figure. And believe it or not, this is actually my very first Anakin figure. I've had the chance to buy all, I think there's only 3 Anakins out at the moment. There is the episode 2 Anakin, the episode 3 Anakin, of course, and then him. I missed out on the archive. As soon as I wanted to buy it, it was like $40, and I was like, that's too much. And then Now he's like way too expensive, like $80 or something. And of course I'm like, of course I just need to start buying figures, stop skipping out on them, because as soon as I decide to buy them, they're expensive. But not a huge deal. I mean, I was kind of iffy with the those molds anyways. Plus, who wants simp Anakin? But yeah, closer look at his face mold. Depending on what angle you look at him, he looks really good. Just not straight on. I really think they went for the animated look straight on, and that's what threw him off. And he just looks like a really weird mix between the animated and the live action. So whatever. But at an angle, he looks pretty good. And then moving down to his armor, I really like the clone kind of armor mixed. I've always liked that, the armor mixed with the kind of robes, the Jedi robes. Damn you, Discord! Can't you see I'm recording? Yeah, and then you got your Jedi logo. I really like that right there. Yeah, I really like that Jedi logo. It really stands out. I think during my Obi-Wan comparison, I'll show him and the old Obi-Wan, or the old clone commander Obi-Wan all together, so you can get a good or decent look at the three of them. But yeah, then you got kind of the weird mix between the episode 3 robes and his Clone Wars robes. I really like that, actually. I really love the red with the blue. He's really unique. He stands out amongst other Jedi, so him and Ahsoka really stood out, while Obi-Wan kind of blends in. But Obi-Wan looks good too, but I think this looks far superior to that Obi-Wan that we got in this wave. Who knows? When I have him in hand, maybe I'll change my mind. Here's the back of him. Armor looking amazing still. Then, you know, you have your belts. These have the nice line texture there. It's very cool how they did that. And then underneath, you got your cloth goods. This is freaking awesome. And then here's some upskirts for you. But yeah, cloth goods looking really freaking good. That also goes around to the back here. And then, of course, like I said before, that belt is literally the same thing as the other Anakin belts. I really like that they kept most of the details from it, or at least from what I remember, it looks the same as the other Anakin belts, so very nice. And then you get down to your boots. Boots are freaking awesome. I know the gauntlets are pretty much the same exact thing as episode 3 Anakin, but maybe, yeah, same exact thing as episode 3 Anakin, so that's really cool, those colors. And then the boots, I'm not sure if he has those in episode 3 or not, but those boots are really cool looking. Yeah, there's his underneath, there's his bottom of his feet. Nice peg hole, nice 2021 Hasbro. Alright. And anyways, he's looking freaking awesome, but let's go ahead and dive into his articulation. So we got a ball joint going up to the head. You get up that far, down that far. Then you have these are kind of rubbery, which actually, that actually goes ahead, I didn't realize, that actually goes ahead and sticks down in there, so that actually comes pretty far out. It actually makes me think that you can take off this robe and just have the red if you do it right, so that would be interesting to see. Alright, then you got a hinge and swivel. This is gonna go, okay, so that means that, yeah, so he has a butterfly joint in there, and this is connected to somewhere on the butterfly joint, so this is gonna move around with him. It's very rubbery, so it's not gonna get in the way too much, and so that gets out of the way. Hinge and swivel, bam bam, very nice. You got your single jointed elbow. This is one of those I wish he kind of had a double jointed elbow, but I don't think we're gonna see those. We're gonna see those very rarely, probably just on remolds of figures. So that sucks that that's gone. But damn, no gauntlet swivel. And then you got a hinge swivel at the wrist. This one goes left and right. This one is gonna go also left and right. Same thing here. Then you got a ball joint at the torso, which actually, that actually comes up, and the cloth goods comes down underneath it, just so you can see. Then your legs go forward that far. Probably, actually, it's probably gonna end up being better than Obi-Wan, maybe. Back that far out, not too far because of the cloth goods. Then you got, ooh, he does have these, so this must be an old mold because he does have the double jointed knees. So that's actually freaking awesome. So this must be this must be the episode 3 Anakin. So that kicks it, or can't really do ass kickers, but if you bend them you can, so that sucks. He also has thigh swivels down in there, can't see those, but thigh swivels. No boot swivels, then a hinge at the ankle, and a forward facing pin for rockers. Alright, let's get Sky Guy onto the battlefield. Now it's time to compare him to some other figures. So here he is next to Echo and Season 7 Ahsoka. And here he is next to a Stormtrooper and his future self. And here he's next to Ventress and Dooku. And here he's next to a Clinker, Padme, and Clone Commander Obi-Wan. And as always, here he's next to Luke Skywalker Squawker and Old Left Limb. Alright guys, and again, huge shout out to NerkIRL for picking up this figure for me. I absolutely love this figure. It's awesome to finally have an Anakin. I love the whole body mold. The only problem I really have with this figure is that his face is a little off, but you know, that's not too big of a problem. It looks nice from either angle from the sides, just not directly forward. So kind of sucks. I wish they would have done something better with his face mold, but anyways, besides that, he's an awesome figure. I love the packaging, as you've probably heard a million times. Very nostalgic to me, so I definitely think this guy is worth the pickup. I do think they're going to re-release him in normal boxes at some point, but just be careful. If you can find him at some point, I would just go ahead and just pick him up because he's worth it. Anyways guys, as always, you can bring him in warm or you can bring him in cold. Thanks for watching and good hunting.